Good morning, Chicago Cubs fans, and we are back with another edition of Cubs Daily. My name is Steven Ryan. The Cubs dropped the game to the Nationals yesterday, 2-0. We'll break down the game. We're going to talk about our main man, Pete Crow Armstrong, the potential NL MVP, and then a potential trade with the Diamondbacks could maybe happen. We'll break that down. We'll see where the Diamondbacks are in their season and much more. And we'll preview the rubber match tonight. But before we get into all that, just a big shout out to everyone who's liked the video, subscribed to the channel, and commented below. All the support is absolutely magnificent. Keep those comments coming. I want to hear your guys' and gals' thoughts, especially coming into June and July with trade season, right? We talked about Sandy yesterday. We're going to talk about more pitching as the trade season heats up. So let's hop right into it. The Cubs do fall 2-0 to the Nationals yesterday. Now again, we gotta take the notes of the game, right? Cubs get shut out for the third time all season, which is absolutely incredible. We sit at 38-23. That's 61 games into the year. Only getting shut out 3 times is a magnificent accomplishment, no doubt about it. Now, we did face the Nationals' best pitcher. I previewed it in the previous video. If we faced Mackenzie Gore, we could be in for a real issue. Mackenzie Gore leads the league in strikeouts, okay? He was a part of that Juan Soto deal for the Nationals. Again, the Nationals are not your average 29-32 team, okay? They are really young and really talented. They're just trying to develop consistency, and that could lead to a lot of potential winning for them down the road. And obviously, Mackenzie Gore was well worth it. He absolutely dominated us, kept the offense stifled. I mean, the offense got off to a great start in the game. We loaded the bases with nobody out, and then Mackenzie Gore proceeded to strike out, and then ground out. I mean, it was just 1, 2, 3. It was like clockwork with Mackenzie Gore. He was absolutely fantastic. Boyd was also magnificent. He went into the 8th inning of the game, and, you know, again, 2 runs in this kind of game was just enough for the Nationals to squeak on by. Now, the Cubs are going to go for the series win later on today. We'll hear that at the end of the video. But again, you can't score a run in every single game. It's literally impossible. Baseball is one of those games where you're just going to lose some. Some days are not going to be your day. Obviously, the Cubs lineup didn't have Kyle Tucker. I know he did pinch hit last night in that critical spot. And again, they had runners on first and third with 2 outs, and all you can ask for is an opportunity, right? The Cubs came to the plate, although it was one time, they came to the plate with a chance to win the baseball game. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. It's not going to happen every time either. But for this Cubs team this year, it seems to happen most of the time. So I'm okay with it. I'm not too shook up about losing to the Nationals. Again, the Nationals are, like I said, they're not as bad as we think they are. They are 3rd in the NL East. They are really talented. James Wood, C.J. Abrams, these guys are really good baseball players. They're just young, and they don't have a lot of MLB experience. Once they get that MLB experience, they're going to be a scary, scary team. Now, there was, of course, more positives last night. Did you guys see that play PCA made in center field? I don't know what the odds were for him to catch that baseball, but they couldn't have been very high. And I'm not sure how many center fielders go out and make that play. I'm just calling it now. The awards don't come out to November, but he's going to win the Platinum Glove. Now, for those of you that do not know, the Platinum Glove is just basically you're the best of the best at your position, okay? So they hand out gold gloves to every single position, and they hand them out to both the AL and the NL. So let's say PCA is the NL Gold Glove winner, and let's just hypothetically say Judge is the AL Gold Glove winner. PCA is a better defender. They're going to give him the Platinum Glove, which means he's just the best defensive center fielder in all of baseball, which I can comfortably say right now he is the best defensive center fielder in baseball. No doubt about it. And that's the scary part about this Cubs defense, right? Dansby, Gold Glove. Nico Horner, Gold Gloves. Ian Happ, Gold Gloves. Kyle Tucker even has himself a Gold Glove. Maybe the best defender on the Cubs hasn't officially won his Gold Glove yet. And he's going to win a Platinum Glove because he's just that special of a player. And then also, I believe it was a rip by Josh Bell. He hit it off the wall. Pete got there so fast that they were able to get the ball in, and he held him into a single. It's the little things with this Cubs team that makes them so incredibly talented and special. Those are the fun news and notes that you just got to keep an eye on. I know the offense wasn't exciting, the game wasn't that exciting, but there's always glimpses of really special moments with this team, and you just have to pay attention to that and be appreciative of it. So they're going to go for the series win today. I bet they get it done either way. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes here, all right? The Cubs need a starting pitcher. Honestly, we could probably use 2 starting pitchers. I know the bullpen has been a problem, but that seems to have corrected itself for now. I will never, ever turn down a potential offer for a back-end, closer, but I'm not sure which one of those are on the market. But in terms of a frontline ace, this is a name that has been starting to appear a little bit more and more recently in the news cycle. The Diamondbacks ace pitcher, Zach Gallen, he's not off to the strongest start this year. 4-7 with the 5.13 ERA. The Diamondbacks are not where they want to be. Also, the Diamondbacks play in the absolute bloodbath that is the NL West, where the Padres, the Giants, and the Dodgers are also in there. Obviously, the worst team in maybe Major League Baseball history plays there with the Rockies. But Zach Gallen, if, it starts to go south here more in the next few weeks into July, and, the Diamondbacks see themselves out of it, it's a potential possibility that they're going to look to move on from Zach Gallen. And I think Zach Gallen coming to Wrigley Field would be an absolutely excellent addition for this Cubs team. And again, I start to think about the whole picture, not just 2025, right? You add a name like Zach Gallen to Shota Imanaga and Justin Steele, and then you got Cade Horton developing, and then, you got Matthew Boyd at least for another year. I think this is Tyone's last year, but yeah, I like that possibility. And again, the Cubs do have a great farm system. We have a lot of position players that are not going to be able to play at this big league level, like James Triantos. He's a shortstop. I'm sorry, but Dansby's here for the next few years. We're going to probably re-sign Nico Warner as well, because he's just a baseball player's baseball player. And then, the outfield, we got Owen Casey, who I would love to see get some swings at Wrigley, but we might just not have a spot for him, especially if we extend both PCA and Kyle Tucker. So let's use this young talent and go out and get ourselves a quality pitcher, a frontline pitcher that can help us win 3 games in a series. And then, we'll figure out a way to win the 4th game in a best of 7. So I think Zach Gallen is a realistic target. The problem here, though, is the availability is not going to be there until July. And if the Cubs really, really want to make a move, and that's what Jesse Rogers reported yesterday, is that the Cubs are looking to make a move here in the next few weeks, you're going to have to look more into the likes of the Marlins and the Rockies, et cetera, those teams that are they're just definitely out of it. Their season's over. And again, I don't really want any pitcher on the Rockies because I don't know what I'm getting from them, exactly. Their season's just been absolutely abysmal. But again, that's where the name like Sandy Alcantara comes in. You're like, okay, I know he's having a rough season too, but is that rough season due to him or due to his situation around him? Because not all numbers tell the total truth in these situations. So just something to keep an eye out for. The Diamondbacks are still definitely in the heat of the wild card race. They're only a couple games out. So if, they win, 10 of 15 games here, they're clearly still in it. So depending on how their season goes, maybe the availability of Zach Gallen will come free. But I don't think he'll be more available until closer to the deadline when potentially their season is more decided. So let me know your guys and gals' thoughts on Zach Gallen. Would you like to see him in a Cubs uniform? Let me know in the comments below. Now, Game 3 is tonight at 5:45 Central. Going for the series win. The Cubs are throwing an opener in Drew Pomeranz. I do imagine that Ben Brown will follow after. Ben Brown did absolutely fantastic the last time he followed Pomeranz, and Pomeranz has been absolutely amazing for this Cubs team. He's really helped stabilize the bullpen, and obviously he's coming into this role as an opener for this Cubs team. So I'm excited to see it. The Cubs are facing Irvin, who has a 3.93 ERA, a pretty solid pitcher for the Nationals. Curious to see how the offense rolls on that front. Kyle Tucker might be back in the lineup tonight. Obviously, his presence in the lineup is going to enhance this Cubs offense to an absolutely another level. So, I will be back tomorrow with a recap of the series, and we'll preview the weekend series. So, everybody, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.